We're back with the ads, but I can't be that far off, man. I think the thing about the cats has to be at least right. I'm trying to stereotype a day in the life of Zombie Grub. Maybe you guys, excuse me. Maybe you guys in chat want to join along. Keep it PC, don't be dicks about it. But I was just saying, like, wake up in the morning, push the 10 cats off of her face, and start her day. That part has to at least be correct. I can understand the other things, I guess, maybe being inaccurate.
Nope. Nope, it's not even the amount of cats that's inaccurate.
Oh, was I too low? Was it 20?
Apollo has ensured that no other cat gets to sleep on my bed. You know that.
Oh, you're his, that's right, yeah.
Apollo's kind of a dick. And by the time I start sleeping, like actually sleeping, I also, I guess, roll around, so he gives up on trying to sleep next to me.
he's like in a nice little ball next to you as you're laying sideways. Middle of the night,
Yeah.
you're just like, woof! Just completely flop over like a whale on a beach. Just like, okay, I'm comfy now. And you squish poor Apollo. It happened one time, so now he never goes back. He's learned his lesson. He'll never sit there ever again.
I remember when I got my, when some of my older cats, Baby and Nala, they're like 16 now. Like 16 years ago. They're cute little, tiny little kittens, and they both wanted to sleep next to me, and it was so cute. And all I could think of was, like, I can't go to sleep. I'm gonna roll over, and I'm going to kill them.
The first night we had Millie, she was like tiny enough to fit in like one of my hands, right? And she slept on my neck. Like I was laying down next to her trying to get her to go sleep.
Oh, yeah!
And she like curled up on my neck, and it was like...
You're so cute.
It was, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go to sleep because I'm afraid I'll like fling her off or something, right? So I just sat there for like 5 hours with this tiny little baby sleeping on my neck. Cutest little thing. Now it's just like, I need you to get the fuck away from me, cat. I'm trying to sleep. You are so needy right now. It's 3 in the morning. I don't need to give you food.
At Apollo's neediest point, his 100 out of 100 neediness, he will literally drape himself over my neck and like almost choke me.
He'd be like, notice me, senpai.
Yes. That's like after I got back from Korea, after like after I got back to either Toronto or Korea, I can't remember, but after like 2 weeks of being gone, he just like couldn't. He's like, no, I missed you so much.
Well, folks, we're waiting on Husheng and Scarlet to finish up their vetoes, and we'll get this going. Again, it's going to be a best of 5 here for the finals. This will determine one of the players, and it is a qualifying match. Top 2 will get through the tournament, and again, I think a lot of us are putting our money on Scarlet, assuming she'll be the one to get through. This leaves the losers bracket up for question and debate, and wondering who the second player going through will be. I'm actually personally a little bit more enticed in that. I want to see Husheng versus Bystalker, Husheng versus, I don't know, Steadfast or something, because I think those matches in my mind are a little bit more closely matched than one of these guys going up against Scarlet.
So, bad news. Steadfast's already out.
Okay. Well, I was giving examples. I haven't actually looked at the bracket.
Yeah, I got that much, but I get what you're saying.
It's the Jaedong problem we constantly reference, right? Like, nobody wants to watch Jaedong beat up on Bronze League players, as cool as Jaedong is. Those aren't fun games to watch. And I'm not trying to say that these guys are that bad or anything. Don't misunderstand, but it is like, yeah, Scarlet is a cut above the rest.
Yep. I think they would acknowledge that as well, so it's not really BM. But I think that honestly, Bystork should defeat No Regret, I feel, just based on how he performed versus Husheng, and I think Bystork's actually pretty good. Well, comparatively.
I was gonna say, his games versus Scarlet weren't even that bad either. Like, I don't think, if it's No Regret in Scarlet's shoes, I don't think he wins Frost like that.
Yeah, exactly. So, not sure. Maybe No Regret really was warming up, and now he's totally ready to go, and he's gonna be, cheesy and whatnot, but I'd actually give him the 2-0. We're going to be able to cast that, however. That's being held. So at least 3 more matches? Yes. 2 best of 5s and 1 best of 3.
Dr. Sidewinder says he got barked at when he accused you of having 10 cats. Was this another scenario where he was guessing too low and it pissed you off? You're like...
I don't even remember him guessing 10 cats.
You guys should know I have at least 15, okay? Everyone who guesses 10, this is so offensive. Like... So calling me short. I'm not short, okay?
Look, if I had a mansion, I would have 1 cat per room.
Why does it gotta be a mansion? Why can't it be a womansion? Oh my god, actually, if you get a mansion, you should totally call it that and then make it like the ultimate like woman party house.
I'm okay with that.
And this is where I'm going to stop because everything at this point becomes stereotypes and offensive. So leave it where it was at a good note. But okay, a best of 5 for the finals and a best of 5 for the qualifying match. In the top left side, we do have the pink Zerg player. Looks like she's gotten her color back. It's Scarlet.
She's got a power back too. In the bottom right, as the red Protoss, he is Hu Sheng.
Her power back?
Like her power is in the pink color.
Oh.
She wasn't even at 100% last game.
Oh, that was like an 80%. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, she always picks pink. And when I told her, I had to tell her once not to because the other Zerg player picked like red or something. It was EVZ.
Yeah. Or
And she was like, "Why?" She's upset.
This is where you have to tailor a tournament just to troll Scarlet a bit and be like, well, we're not quite going to go with the WCS rules where you have to be red and blue, but there's no pink allowed.
I feel like I could do a very good annoy Scarlet tournament if I was forced to.
The problem is, though, right, if I'm doing it, it might be subtle enough she'd still play. But I feel like if you were doing it, it would just be so blatantly like, F you, Scarlet. She'd be like, why would I play in that? Why would I play in that?
Maybe.
Round 1 wouldn't be actually 1v1s, it'd be Disney movie trivia.
Actually, that would be so perfect. Anyway,
Round 2 is a series of I never.
Look, okay. I'm mean to her. That's how I show my love, okay? Anyways, this game. So she just beat Bystorp 2-0. One of the games was actually pretty close, though. Like, that all-in almost worked. It certainly surprised her enough. She's out in the middle of the map, not able to mic her without her upgrades. And I guess really see Hu Sheng throwing out something similar to that. I mean, we saw him do 2 adept attacks followed by Dark Shrine, so I imagine he's going to do that once. But the trick, is what else has he got, really? He only showcased so much versus No Regret. And I honestly think that he's going to need something a little bit trickier. Whether that's like Supreme Macro, because there's different types of tricks. It doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to cheese or proxy. There's the kind of the macro cheese almost, where you go for the 3 Nexus at like 4 minutes, something extreme like that, and just hope they can't deal with it. But something tricky.
The best kind of cheese is actually jalapeno. Oh, you melt that a little bit on the crackers. Oh, it's so good.
I like when it's in hard blocks. I do love that type. I don't like sliced jalapeno cheese.
You just eat like a chunk out of the corner of the block. It's like, oh.
Yes, I think that's delicious.
Oh, that's too much cheese at a time for me.
You think I'm going to be judged by that? No. That's delicious. Okay. Well, it's not Hu Sheng that is mixing things up. It is Scarlet going for an early Ling bust. And you know what? Hu Sheng does not have a wall. I don't know why he thinks that is a wall, but it's not.
Oh, he's going to put the pylon now, I think? As he moves the adepts over a little bit, but he's still 10 minerals short, and this is bad.
Just kidding. He tried.
He has to pull the probes into this, too. Hu Sheng, unfortunately, will find himself really just at a loss. I mean, it's so hard to watch something like this. This is Terran bias coming through for a second, where like versus Zerg, priorities get that wall up. Dumb things like this should never happen. But GGs get called, mistakes happen, and luckily for Hu Sheng, this is a best of 5, so he has a couple of extra games to fall back to. You can take that extra 1 loss for something silly as long as you make up for it in the follow-up game.
Yeah.
We'll see what the next map is. I don't know the order of the vetoes, and I don't know who picked which map, because the admin's been insisting they do everything in private.
So we can determine, because Scarlet's top seed, she had to veto first. And she had to veto twice, and then she chooses first as well.
Why would she veto twice? It's a best of 5.
Oh, sorry, you're right. But then she chooses first is the point. So Citadel was hers, Frozen's his, Frost, then Gettysburg, then Galactic. So Dasson and something else was vetoed.
I just need to address the comment in chat. Rifkin is the classic white knight male feminist. Oh, you couldn't be more wrong about that statement, my friend. The me stopping is out of respect to my friend who is a female that I'm sitting next to. If this was 2 guys, this would be a very offensive broadcast. If I
Wow,
spent
I just assumed that a guy couldn't be a feminist.
if I spent 3
That's
years
fucked up, man.
casting with somebody that's not Zombie Grub, okay, does that sound better? If I spent 3 years casting with somebody who's not Zombie Grub, there's a fair chance there'd be kitchen-related jokes flying out from time to time and other really offensive, dumb things. But I've learned over time those are not okay jokes. So, respectful on stream, but if you ever catch me at an event or off stream, I am an incredibly offensive person. And that's not something I'm necessarily proud of, it's just the truth. Anyways, we're going to get into game number 2. Spawning in the bottom right side of Frozen Temple, we've got the blue Protoss, Husheng. Oops. Husheng. Why is this hitting enter? There we go, Husheng.
In the top left, going for an early pull, it is the pink Zerg Scarlet.
Something with my hotkeys is messed up. It keeps making me zoom in and hit enter, and I'm not trying to hit enter. So I'll have to look into that after. Fantastic. Although there's literally no reason. I've not changed my hotkeys in like... I use the default hotkeys, man.
But, you know, little do you know that you piss someone off with the Blizzard programming team, and they're just trolling you, you know.
Little do I know.
No, in the programming team, I mean, come on.
Ryan would probably be the first person to sabotage me if given the opportunity. With how much I make fun of the...
or in fun?
Maybe both. I mean, considering the amount
okay.
of things I've said to him to his face about the WCS overlay, for example. Like,
Okay.
I'm just saying,
oh my god, I forgot that he loves the WCS overlay.
I know. I also try to not think about it because I like being friends with them. But you know, sometimes you're reminded that your friends have poor tastes.
Yeah.
Ryan, if you ever watch the VOD of this, I love you, bro. I'm just kidding. Don't hate me. Don't hack me. Thank you. Goodbye.
Don't hack me. Okay, so Husheng did scout with a probe, but he saw us incoming, so... it's also Frozen Temple. You know, he would have been able to get a wall up fairly easily if he started on the ground, which he did. So this was not going to ever work out super, super well unless he messed up somehow by, like, yeah, not having a pylon initially and not getting the Zealot, you know, just complete mess up. It's still a little difficult, especially because you consider the Overlord drops will be incoming, and she can actually still try and attack the buildings and deal damage to it, and you just basically be annoying, but it is not the insta-win that we saw earlier with that pylon not being able to be put down. That hurt.
This is also a problem. Like, I want to point out how close Scarlet keeps getting to almost being around these Zealots and actually through that wall. Husheng's doing a really good job staying close to the wall and not making too many mistakes, but there was 3 instances where she almost ran right past the Zealots. Of course, I just heard a little bit of... Yep, so as we look over, elevators up to the main, and while there's a nice wall over there, I don't know that there's actually going to be enough to stop this. Like, the Adept has got damage, and so do the Zealots, but they're in the wrong place and not ready for this attack.
Oh god, they're totally in the wrong place. Oh dear. Skipping the Mothership Core 2 for a faster Twilight Council, and now a Sentry.
If the pylon dies for this and delays Resonating Glaives, that would be fantastic for Scarlet, but unfortunately with the Adepts here, not quite given the opportunity. She's also going to be hammering the front door once again. It's only one Zealot to defend. She runs back and decides to go for a surround, denies the pylon block too, so the wall's open and 3 more Lings get in to support this. The Sentry coming out is going to get caught immediately. No chance for a force field over here. It goes down. Husheng losing on the Adepts on the ramp. Zealot getting really low. Scarlet, without too many units left at this point, has killed most of the defenses of her opponents.
Yeah, and don't forget, like, as much as he tries to get the wall down here, it doesn't really matter. She still has the drop Overlord.
That depowers the only production facility.
Oh, it's game.
Yeah. GG. Well played. Well, see, here's the problem, right? In Canada, we don't have to worry about building a wall, so we're not so well versed in this part of the game. And it's
one day you will.
It's shining through with the Canadian qualifiers. Now, small mistakes being made, but more importantly, Scarlet really capitalizing on what is a weakness in her opponent. No offense to Husheng, you present that weakness to a player like Scarlet, she's going to absolutely exploit it every single time. This is almost getting to that point where you got to wonder, like, is he going to backward in strategy, start building a forge, kick cannons down? It's unlikely, but I'm just saying it might be better than the current course of action here. Either way, we're going to pop off to a small commercial break, guys. 2 minutes, and we'll see you with more when we return. Could be the last game.